out of 54 square miles and 2 stations. And we do that with a complement of 16 personnel.
16 personnel. So
Yep.
is it? Are you adequately staffed, or could you certainly use more?
We could certainly use more.
Yeah.
And at this point right now, we are open for paid-on-call positions within
Really?
the department. Yep. And we're accepting applications. Anybody can go up to our Station 1 at 115 South Baldwin Street and pick up an application and fill it out.
So the first thing you do is come in here and tell people how they can get a job.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean, that's gold right there.
Exactly. Yes.
And now you guys have got a smoke detector program going on. Talk a little bit about what it takes to get a smoke detector. I mean, it's something you just don't even think about, because they should be in your house. They should be there. They should be checked twice a year.
Exactly.
But some of them just aren't.
No. And, that was... first off, about the program, through the Escape Corporation and Making Michigan Safe, the Muskegon County Fire Department's had the opportunity to receive 1,000 free smoke detectors.
Wow.
To be distributed amongst our communities. So we're on a campaign right now to get out to our residents and install as many smoke detectors that we can.
You'll come right to their house.
We will come to their house. We will install them. That's actually part of the requirement within the grant. That's one of the stipulations, is that the firefighters have to install the smoke detectors. While we're there, we'll provide some fire prevention tips as far as having an escape plan, having 2 ways out of the home. We'll also check out any other situation that you have in your house just to make sure that you're fire safe.
Yeah.
So.
All right. You've clearly done this before. Have you walked into a surprise or two over the years?
We have ran into some interesting surprises over the years.
Because I always talk to the cable guy. If they got to come to the house and they got to fix the cable, I think to myself, what do you walk into in some houses?
Well, for me,
I mean, people are people, and they live the way they want, but still,
absolutely,
you got some stories, I would imagine.
I do, and for the people that know me, they know how much I love snakes. And
really?
I actually ran into a snake at one of our.
Did you really?
Yes.
Did you freak?
I did. I cried like a little baby. So. I'm not the best or most fondest of the animals.
The creepy crawlies,
yeah,
huh? Yeah, I can't say that's funny though.
Yes.
Walk in and somebody's got a big old boa constrictor sitting there.
6 foot.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Make a nice belt.
So yeah, it was. It definitely. It makes you learn that everybody lives differently.
Sure.
And we do not judge. We go in, we do our job to the best of our ability, and we accept our fears and overcome them. So
we are talking to Greg Holman here. He's the fire chief of the White Lake Fire Authority. Now, with this smoke detector program you've got going on, if somebody's interested, what do they have to do to make first contact with you to get you out?
What they have to do is contact our office up at our Station 1 by phone, by stopping in. You can also hit us up on our Facebook page and just schedule an appointment.
Yeah.
And we'll come out, we'll install them, and we'll make sure everything's set, and we're good to go.
You go to somebody's house to put one of these things in, I bet the kids love it.
They do.
Yeah.
We really have the opportunity. That's the biggest part of the job I love.
Yeah.
Going into the schools, meeting the kids and talking about the big red fire truck and what we get to do. Our job is the best job in the world.
Yeah.
So,
fun.
Helping somebody else out, and, the community provides us with the necessary equipment to be successful at doing our job. So when we have that opportunity to show the kids or even the adults.
Yeah. Let's face it, with all the fire TV shows and all that. Honestly, all right, you're a firefighter.
Yes.
What's been your favorite firefighter TV show over the years?
Honestly, for me, it's more less drama and more into the realistic. I'm going to go back to the old school, the Rescue 911. That was probably by far one of the most favorite for me.
Are you old enough to remember Emergency?
I am old enough to remember.
Really?
Emergency was a little bit before my time, but I remember watching the reruns and the episodes as a kid, and that really, along with my father being involved in the fire service, that really pushed me to the job.
Sure. So. My favorite was Dennis Leary's thing that he did on FX for a while. What was that called?
Rescue Me?
Yeah.
I believe. Yep.
I really liked that show. It was a good one.
And just for me, drama TV, I have a hard time getting into. And
I'm really picky too.
Yeah,
I really am.
And when they're focusing on your job, it's a lot harder too. Your wife's always hitting you over the head because you you tell her, well, that's not how they do it, or that's not how it works, and
she's just like, shut up and let me watch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'll tell you this: they've done one TV show about radio, and they kind of nailed it with WKRP.
Did they really?
Oh yeah, I've
job.
never seen one any better. To be honest with you.
Great job.
Now, okay, so while I got you here, and we've got a few extra minutes here to talk, let's talk a little bit about this time of the year as far as fires go. I mean, people want to burn up the old leaves, they want to get rid of the grass, they want to do this. Is it an okay time to burn, or?
This year is predicted to be unseasonably dry with a lot of winds, so we're watching with the DNR on the available times to burn, which that window closes every day. The DNR is actually the one who oversees when people can and can't burn. And, when the winds are over 5 miles per hour, they issue a no burn ban, and we have to abide by it. But, a lot of people try to get out, cleaning up their yard. Biggest thing that we can tell them is you can't burn leaves.
Yep.
You can't burn construction materials, and you can't burn after dark. And you have to make sure that everything's put out and that you have some form of extinguishing agent available on site when you're doing your burn.
Okay.
So,
fair enough.
Yes.
I wonder if my wife is listening, because I got a feeling she's been burning leaves at the cottage for quite some time. But that's not in your jurisdiction,
right.
So what's your headache?
Yes.
Right? Well, I'll tell you what, Greg, it is nice to have you in. It's nice to meet you. Give us the phone number if somebody wants to schedule an appointment to get a free smoke detector.
Absolutely. Our number up there is 893 6503.
6503.
And the pleasure's been mine. I greatly appreciate you allowing me being on the show.
You know where we're at. Door's always open. If you got to get in here and spread the word about fire prevention, fire safety. What other kind of fires? Grass fires. Yep. Trash fires.
Absolutely.
You know where to come, man.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Greg Holman, Chief of the White Lake Fire Department Authority. Oof, big word. Greg, thanks for stopping in.
Thank you, Andy.
Here comes Bob Seeger. It's Ramblin' Gamblin' Man, and it is on the new 98.9 Real Gold Radio.